Well, this video is about the emotional intelligence, or the EQ, of our children, the sociability, the eye contact, the reading emotions, the expressing of emotions, and just being good friends and being good people. And I want to begin with a story, though. I had a room full of teachers in one of my seminars at a teachers' convention, and I wanted to hear from them first before I taught about the effects of media on child development. And so I gave them a survey, and I just kind of picked every measure of success that we're looking for in our children, every measure of growth that we want to see them developing in their academics and their sociability and their curiosity, motivation, all the emotional intelligence and IQ stuff combined, practical things, their integrity and character, just all the things that we're looking for in helping our children grow up. It was really sad what these teachers told me, because I asked them, have you seen this item, this item, this item, this item, and on down, improve or decline in its quality in your children in the last 5-10 years when the digital age had exploded upon us? This was a few years ago. Every single teacher who submitted a survey said that every single one of those measures was on the decline. It was unanimous. And I expected, some alarm, some concern, but I didn't expect the unanimity. I was deeply concerned, and as I talked with them and looked at their comments in the open field section, the part they were the most worried about is what this video is about. The relationships, eye contact, conversation skills, EQ in a big bundle there. I also spoke with a daycare provider. This is an elderly lady who'd been in the business for 50 years. This is an anecdote, but I find it interesting. I asked her, what was the biggest change you've seen in kids in 50 years, and when did it happen? She said it's happened just recently with all the kids on their devices all the time. They don't know how to talk to you like they used to. You see, we're out and about as a family, and I know other families like ours where their kids don't do a lot of media, and people are shocked that kids can actually look you in the eye and hold a conversation. Like, your kids are amazing. I'm like, no, actually, they're just normal. We've done something to this generation that has made them abnormal. You turn the clock back just 30 years and kids used to be able to talk better than they can today. And I'm not criticizing the children, believe me. This is criminal in the sight of heaven what the adults are doing to these children. Catherine Steiner-Adair, researcher, went out and did lots of studies and interviews of preschool teachers for her book, The Big Disconnect. And in this, the preschool teachers reported that children make less eye contact than they used to. They're not as able to identify emotions as accurately, emotional intelligence. And so that's controlled research studies that she's done on that. But I want to give you some good news. UCLA study took these 5th graders out of the city, out of the urban concrete jungle, to a camp, to a nature setting, and let the kids play and go hiking and do archery and did team building exercises. Did I mention no screen time? Just social and challenges and nature, gobs and loads of nature. Now that was only half of the 5th graders. The other half had to stay back as the control group. Poor kids. They had to sit in their school desks and be in the city and play their video games. And they found a difference in just 5 days. They looked at emotional intelligence scores before the 5 days began. And then they looked at emotional intelligence scores 5 days later. Control group and those who were experiment group. These kids took leaps and bounds in their emotional intelligence in just 5 days. That's the good news. When we do things right, these children's brains are so plastic. They will heal, they will grow, they will jump by leaps and bounds in their development cognitively, emotionally, socially, spiritually, in every way. Let's do our best for them and learn how at beltoftruth.tv. Watch the Undoctrinated seminar. That one's about true education. Schooled is about the false education systems of this world. Raising the Remnant is about the parenting principles that we can apply in our own homes. And then, of course, Media on the Brain and the Media Mind. All of these seminars are available streaming at beltoftruth.tv. If you can't afford the $7, please request a free login. Thank you for those who can support us. You make this possible. We'll see you next time.